actually know what's going on here?
I literally have no idea. Help.
We're 20 whatever. Hi.
Hey.
Hello.
And welcome back to 20 Whatever.
After a little break. Not a break from you guys.
Right.
Because, like, we had an episode last week.
Between us.
Yeah.
It's been like, what, 3 weeks?
Yeah. Yes. What's been going on, ladies?
So much. So much has happened, but Sierra is bursting at the seams.
Yeah.
So wait one moment. Wait.
Yeah.
Before we get into it, because I know we are going to just derail and catch up and it's going to be crazy. So before we get in, I just want to remind you guys to please help us hotties hit our subscriber goal and hit that subscribe button.
100,000. We on our way, baby. Also, there's 600 more of you from the, like a month ago.
Yes.
So welcome.
It's working, ladies. It's happening.
Working. Exactly. The proof is in the pudding.
Not the pudding.
That was the proof is in the what? The porridge.
Okay.
The proof is in the porridge. Goldilocks herself saw it.
What's porridge?
I thought it's like oatmeal. No?
It
Wait,
kind of gives like cream of wheat
soupy.
vibes.
No, wait. Okay.
Porridge is like breakfast food.
Is it like
I thought it was for dinner.
What? Is it?
No,
I
it's
don't
breakfast.
know. It's breakfast, right?
Yeah.
It's like cream of wheat.
I think,
And,
yeah,
like,
it's like a
oatmeal.
British thing, right?
Couldn't tell you.
Okay, so I'm going to be honest and hear my case out. I didn't think it was for breakfast because Goldilocks showed up to the house to try the porridge. Why would it's not in the morning, right?
I always thought it was the morning.
To be fair, she came to rob them blind. She didn't come for the porridge.
That's true.
That's
right.
She broke and entered their home.
So maybe it was at nighttime. But no, they'd be there sleeping.
So much to say. Anyways,
We don't know what porridge is. So if you know.
I've never tried it.
If this is any indication of this episode, we have no structure, no title, no topic today because we have so much to say to each other.
Yeah.
We're just gonna do
Just gonna
that.
let the cameras roll.
Yep. And I mean, before the camera started rolling, I am on another level today. So I would like to apologize in advance. I don't know what's come over me. Is it the caffeine? Is it the fact that I saw Taylor Swift last week? Probably that.
Yeah, you're still riding that high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, she's actually been like singing the Taylor
Yeah,
Swift
yeah,
song
yeah.
since we walked in this door. Like
Yeah,
she
yeah.
is on a Taylor Swift frenzy high.
Yeah.
Wait. I have to ask. Didn't you guys, where you guys went, they like renamed it something for Taylor Swift or something, right?
Yes, they named it Swift City, Arizona. And get it? Arizona, because it's the Eras tour.
Oh,
Swift City,
okay.
Arizona.
That is so funny. And I saw Kenzie write Arizona and I just thought she misspelled it.
We're like, no, Kenzie's just stupid.
You're like, stupid, Kenzie.
Me reading it,
Illiterate.
and I was like, this is probably one of those Taylor Swift things. But I was like, Arizona.
I didn't see that, but that's cool. That's really cool. Was she
Excuse
there
me.
for more than? Okay, wait. Actually, let's.
Are we just going to start with this?
Well, here's okay.
No,
Period.
go ahead. What were you
please.
saying?
No. Let us have it.
Okay.
Send it.
No,
want
what
it.
were you going to ask?
I was gonna say we do have a text line.
Oh, let's do that.
Let's
do
maybe
that.
get into
Let's
that.
do the housekeeping.
So before we get into it, we do have a text line. It's called the group chat, and you can text us at 917-810-3045. And we have some little submissions that we want to read from you guys. So if you want to be part of the conversation, I stole that from the last one you did. You did say that. And I was like, cute. I'll remember that. You can text us anything and we'll read them before every episode.
And it's been so fun. Just
Yeah.
the day that we launched it, we have like a Slack channel for the podcast, and Riayn and I and Paloma and Jess were all just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, there was
like
so many texts.
coming in.
Yeah, so many.
And
And
it was
just like really nice, like, oh my God, love the podcast. I have like asking for advice, like all that kind of stuff. And it's been really fun to read and get close with you guys.
It makes it feel more real.
Mhm.
Like I'm like, oh, I feel like it's becoming a two-way conversation.
Right.
Where usually it's a two-way conversation only in the way of the comments. Like,
Yeah.
we
Right.
put out the content, it's done, and then, we get to see people respond.
Yeah.
So it's cool to get to have you guys as part of the podcast contributing in real time.
Yes. And what's cool about it too, I just realized that when you sign up and you put in your information, you put in your birthday. So it tells us when people's birthdays are. So we can text them, happy birthday. So put your birthday in and we can send you a little birthday message. Maybe we'll sing for you.
Oh.
Why would I say that?
Because now we have to.
Why would I say that? As soon as I said it, I was like, damn.
Now every day, 365 days a year, someone's gonna be like, "Where's my singing
birthday
video?"
song? I know.
Maybe we record one and we just send it to everyone, and we could use we could just be like, "Happy birthday," insert name here.
Yeah, it's like, happy birthday, Jacob. Happy birthday. You know what I'm saying?
I love that Jacob from Twilight is subscribing to the text line.
Absolutely, 100%. It's on brand.
Just laughing at the two of you. This is too much.
Cracked
And
energy.
this is what happens when we don't get together for a certain period of time.
Yeah.
Apparently, it only takes 3 weeks
Yeah.
for us
Yeah.
to get recharged like this.
Yeah.
We're like emotionally backed up. You know, we need to like let it all out.
Yes.
I know. I'm starting to feel like extra squirrely right
I
now.
know,
All
I'm
of a sudden, I'm like, all right.
I know I'm a little sweaty.
Well,
Started.
should we take a break to air out our pits and read some of these group chats?
God. I don't know how this is going to get any better. It's going downhill fast. Quickly.
I missed you guys.
We
I missed
you
you so
too.
much.
Truly.
Okay, starting off the group chat, we have this message from a viewer in Nashville. They said, "Hey, 20 whatever girls, I just wanted to say I love and appreciate your podcast so much. It's been so hard for me to make friends, especially girlfriends, since high school, and my friend group scarred me so badly. Now being a senior in college, you have all inspired me to get out of my comfort zone and find people I can connect with and relate to. I love you all, and I can't wait to see what's coming next from the pod. XOXO from Nashville."
Love
That
that.
is so sweet.
Oh, that hits home though. I feel like a lot of people had really bad experience, like high school experience with like their
Yes.
girlfriends. Catty stuff.
Well, and it's kind of like trust issues in a relationship. Like if in all your friendships you've been betrayed, your trust has been compromised, your
Right.
secrets have been told,
Yeah.
you're going to go into future friendships kind of guarded.
Yeah.
It's like a relationship. If you come out of a bad relationship, you're going into your next one kind of, okay, I've got to
little
protect
jaded,
myself. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I'm so glad that we are your virtual friends on the internet
Yeah.
and that you feel safe. And listen, now that we have the group chat, you guys can tell us your stuff, you know, and like we can be there for you and try to, I mean, obviously there's a bajillion messages, which we do love. So we can get to all of them, but seeing messages like these like really makes me personally feel like, okay, we're doing a good thing here. Like we're really hopefully making a difference and making people just feel included. And that's so exciting.
And I will say, I've noticed like almost everyone who I meet, like viewers out in public now, brings up the podcast and how much.
Really?
Yes,
Oh, really?
like they're like, "Oh, you know, it's so great to meet you. I love, you know, your vlogs, your channel, and the podcast. Like, I'm a 20 whatever listener. I love it. I love Riayn and Paloma. I think
love
it's
that.
like for." You know, new viewers coming in who just know the podcast, it's really cool. But also for like my viewers coming here and seeing this different side of me and seeing you guys and our friendship dynamic,
Mhm.
I think has really been impactful, which is really, really cool to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I love that we have created the space to where she feels seen, like just like a girl like her
Yeah.
feels seen. And
Mhm.
I mean, we get together and I feel like when we share a conversation, I'm like, I feel seen, I feel heard,
Yeah.
I feel held. So
Yeah.
I'm glad that it is going all the way to Nashville.
Yes.
So that's great.
Yes, yes,
Sending
yes.
big love.
Yes.
All right. And we have another one from the group chat that says, "Good morning, ladies. Saw Hadestown for the first time last night.
Yes.
And I need to gush. Oh my gosh. The way the set and the lighting just made it so much more heightened and emotional. It was incredible. I teared up as soon as they toasted to the world we live in, and I was in awe for the rest of the night. I knew you girls would get it. Anyways, hugs from New York."
Oh, yes.
Coral.
We
love
yes,
you.
New York. Okay, I haven't seen Hadestown. I'm not seen it. I mean, I know the music, obviously. I mean, we listen to the soundtrack.
I know. I want you to start
But-
seeing, because you've seen it, right?
I have. And it was like the most emotional experience I've ever had at a show.
Really?
No
It
way.
actually like kind of triggered like a full kind of like existential crisis after. Which
What?
yeah, I was like just really impacted. You know, I had been familiar with the music and the story to an extent, but seeing it live, it really just like hit me. There's this lyric in the closing number, or the second to closing number that the narrator sings that's essentially like, you know, the meanest dog that you'll ever meet isn't the hound dog on the street who's baring his teeth and tearing skin, because that's the worst of him. The dog that you really have to fight is between your ears and behind your eyes. It's him whose howling drives man mad and a mind to its undoing.
Damn. Got him.
Mic drop.
And it's basically like the battle you think you're fighting in your real life is actually not the battle. It's what's going on in your head.
Right. It's a battle
Mhm.
within. Yeah. Jesus. All right.
You're like,
well,
damn, way to read me.
I know.
You're like, I came out here to listen to a musical and be entertained, and now I'm having an existential crisis.
Literally.
Yes. And I don't want to give the ending away, but I mean, the point of the show is that everyone knows the ending because it's a Greek tragedy.
Right.
In that, essentially, that doubt and that fear and that struggle in your head is, in the end, what is the lead's undoing. Not the actual journey that they're taking, but the mental toll that they were not able to undo.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, in my life, I think I'm fighting all these battles and having all these things, but really what I need to be fighting and working on is my mental health.
Dude, that's like a bit much.
No, that's
really,
right really huge.
That's a lot.
Zoom in on, slow zoom in
Slow
on.
zoom on Riayn. Yeah.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
I have to see. Okay, like it's
Yeah, it's giving. We just need to
see.
go
You really-
see it.
I'm
Yeah.
absolutely obsessed with the soundtrack. That's what I throw on when I'm working, and I just have to like have that played. And just like Eva Nobleza, did you have the opportunity of seeing her in the role?
I did.
What the
I
Jesus.
did. And I mean, she really brought it home. Everyone in the cast, I mean, really was just really driving that performance home. And so Coral, I feel you. I was there. I am still reeling from it years later. It is an emotional experience.
Oh wow. Okay, well then
Well, I'm sold. Now we need to go see it.
All
so.
right, well,
But you know how sometimes like an emotional show, like they're trying hard to make it emotional?
Yes.
It doesn't give that vibe.
okay, good.
You know,
What's
when
a show do you think does that?
I'm
Dear
so
Evan
sorry,
Hansen.
dear Evan Hansen.
Dear Evan Hansen, because why are you just trying to make me? Here's the thing. Look at her batting her eyes. She does not like Dear Evan Hansen.
I
So let's
know.
start with that. Ms. Riayn does not like Dear Evan Hansen.
I do not.
And just over the weekend, we spoke about it actually, and she's like,
Yes.
Paloma, it just does. And I'm like, I know, but like, what
I
about?
still like it.
And I asked her, and I'm like, well, okay, well, which one's your favorite one? Like, just pick one Dear Evan Hansen song. And she's like, Paloma, I'm sorry, I can't.
It's just boring. Just boring.
and
And you just want me to cry, and like I'm not gonna do that.
And that's it. It's the you just want me to cry.
You just want me to feel so sad and leave crushed. No.
Well, it's also because the musical, I feel like, doesn't give any resolution. You leave that theater, you're just sitting there and you're like, okay,
You're
great.
like, so what's the solution here?
There was none. That
Yeah.
You just leave feeling bad.
Right.
You literally leave feeling bad.
And I will say, I still love Dear Evan Hansen.
Yeah.
But I can acknowledge its
Why
flaws.
I don't like it. Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah.
That reminded me of that, like, we just want to make you cry thing. Did you guys ever have to do this acting exercise? We did this in college where it's like, it's an improv game and you say one line, but the whole point is to like one up the other person and like make it more
Yes.
serious.
Yes.
It's so cringy.
What
I've never played that, but
isn't it like someone would be like, is it one word or is it a phrase?
It's like a phrase. So like I have an example I was
Go
thinking
on.
of. It was like we're in, they're explaining this exercise to us and they wanted us to take it really seriously. And so the professor starts with like, I'm in a waiting room. And then someone else walks up and is like, my dad just died in a car crash and I'm waiting to view the body. And then someone else is like,
God.
like everyone is just trying to one up each other.
yeah.
Of like being in this waiting room. That's kind of Dear Evan
That's
Hansen.
kind of Dear Evan Hansen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm,
Absolutely.
facts.
We still
Well,
love you, Dear Evan
We
Hansen.
should
though.
talk maybe about the
Not
weird
I.
acting exercises we had to do as theater people because they're freaking weird.
Most of them.
Many
Most of them. And, honestly, all the improv games cracked.
Yeah.
Delusion. Zip,
you
zap,
guys-
zop. What is this?
Do you guys have any standout memories?
I do have one. And it honestly is actually the trick that got me to be connected with my body and help me cry more on command.
Oh,
and
period.
it was so did this. It was this class, and I remember they had us all just circling, like group of 20 people, just circling and circling, and we're saying the alphabet and you're breathing. So it's like through the nose, out through the mouth, and you're like A, in through the nose, out through the mouth, B. In through the nose, out through the mouth, C. Like you're just doing that over and over, and then they start being like, okay, now say sadness. Now continue that breath and keep going in the circle and start saying sadness. And the method behind it is that your body remembers breath and it stores that. So if you can access that same breath, then you can start crying. And I found myself literally just starting from breathing, just be like, sadness. And I still to this day, for when I'm acting and I have to cry on command, I'll literally just like start breathing and just sadness, sadness, sadness. And then like my breath starts, and then I can like get myself closer there because of the breath. And it does really store like anger, sadness, happiness. You can just, the breath, I guess, remembers. And so that had to be like the craziest moment of me saying sadness in a room full of actors. And we're all like,
sobbing.
sadness. And we're just like crying in a circle. My mom comes in. She's like, what the heck? And I'm like, I figured out how to cry on command. No. So,
wow.
So,
okay. Well, if there are any actors listening, try that tip.
It works.
Yeah, try that tip.
So it's so weird, but very cool. I think.
Listen, I think that's the thing I think about like acting too, that people are like, oh, you're just like saying lines. You're just like pretending to do something. You're like, right, but that has to come from somewhere. Like it has to be pulled from something to make it believable, right?
And we're against, I mean, at least personally, method acting and to pull from my, and that was something that my coach, which I'm really thankful for, because I had coaches in the past where they were like, just think of your saddest point, like picture your mom leaving you, or just like they really tried to, just like
no, they do.
They really
do.
do that, where it's like picture the worst thing, or actually reminisce and pull the worst moments of your life and work with that, and that traumatizes kids. So I'm really thankful that I can just use the little stored sadness trauma in there, and
it's like, but that's what I'm saying. Like you pull from your body knows, right?
Yeah.
So you're pulling from. Maybe it's not necessarily a memory, but it's like a feeling.
Yes.
Instead of being like, wow, I'm really sad because I'm thinking about this thing, you're like, oh, I'm sad because my body is feeling sad,
and
but I'm not mentally sad right now.
Right. And you don't have to do that like
physically
exercise of like traumatizing yourself and thinking about it again.
Well,
and
then
doing
having
all
to
that.
come down from that after the scene's done or whatever, and now you're like, well, I'm sad now because I just thought about this thing for 30 minutes.
And it doesn't, and that thing, like, and of course, it must work for some people, but especially auditions, like, you don't, like, get out of your car and get to go into the audition room. You have to, like, sit, wait, sign in. There's a bunch of shit going on. Like, you get out of it. Like, I would put my headphones in sometimes and just, like, try to get into it. So I showed up to this audition, and I had to show up and cry about being on the stand about my abuse and all this, like, really intense feelings. And I was not able to get there because you just show up and they're like, all right, next. Paloma, your turn. And you're like, oh, okay, I guess I got to be sat on the stand. Like, and they give you sometimes like 2-3 lines. Like, it's sometimes
you're like, how can I really give what you're asking me to give?
I'm like sitting there like, I can't. And then it feels fake because it's fake.
Right.
All to say, that was a long tangent for that was a long tangent unnecessarily. I'm sorry, everyone.
Listen.
No, but at least the acting exercise worked for you.
Yeah. And you don't have to go to like crazy places in your mind to like get there, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Bless.
Do you have any improv activity memories?
I honestly, no, I really dislike improv. I don't enjoy it at all. There's something about it. I hate it so much because it's just cringy. It's really cringy, and I have a hard time with cringe just in general, which is unfortunate. I'm working on it, but improv is so cringy, and I just like, and I maybe it's the improvers that I don't actually like,
because she's good at improvisation, which is why I'm like, how do you hate it? You think on the fly. The way Riayn, like,
you're so quick.
She's so quick, so funny, so quick, and it comes off the cuff. And I'm like, you should love improv because you would thrive in an improv class. But I think it's the improvers.
I think it's the improvers. I'm like, you guys, come on, be for real. Be for real. No, just honestly, zip zap zop.
Zip zap zop.
Zip zap
you have
zop.
to do like the hand with
that
it
since high school.
Zip zap. Wait, okay, let's try to do it right now.
Oh God.
Okay. Wait, how did you start? Who starts? Anybody? I'm gonna start. Okay, ready? Zip
zap
zop
zip
zap
zop
zip
zap
zop
zip
zap.
Oh God. And what, we just zip zap zop to each other?
Well, I guess it doesn't really work with 3 people because
we'll
you
just
need a
go
in a circle. But anyways.
I did a lot of, like improv games, as we all did, and that kind of stuff. And, some of them are weird, cringy. Some of them are fun. I have one, I don't even know if this counts as improv, but I took a body of the actor class when I was in college. And it was all about, getting into your body movement. The professor was, a little hippy dippy. And one day he was like, okay, I want everyone to lay on the ground. So we lay on the ground, like in a line, grab your feet and roll around. Okay, I'm paying for this college class, so here we go.
Right.
So we're all grabbing our feet and just rolling around in silence. And then he's like, after a couple minutes of that, he goes, okay, now I want you to stand still, holding your feet. So we're all laying on our backs, their feet up in the air, holding them. And he goes, I want you to be quiet for 5 minutes. So we're just quiet. And then he goes, okay, now on the count of 3, I want you to let out whatever natural sound your body has. Like whatever just your resting sound, you know, like let it out, right? I'm like, okay, and I'm a freshman, so I'm just like, this is like real acting. Like
right, no, I'm an actor.
I am an actor.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, holding my feet. He counts us in. 1, 2, 3. I inhale, getting ready to release my big sound, and someone rips ass.
Yes, I knew that was coming. Yep. He said whatever natural sound your body makes.
So it's like, and then everyone's like, and the professor's like, good.
No.
That's very good.
No.
Yes, let it out. Release the tension.
No.
This is your natural state.
All these sounds.
Yeah. All this is just proven that honestly, acting is really weird. Actors are really weird. Acting teachers are weirder.
Weird.
It's just like,
Did you see that Cole Sprouse interview where he's like, I think that everyone who goes into the arts is just a little fucked up. Which, like, honestly,
which is like facts.
not wrong.
Probably.
Facts, but Cole, sit down. Did you see where he was like smoking inside, looking like, I was like, girl, you are not cool enough for this. I'm respectfully
I have
sit
not
down.
seen.
Yeah, he's like inside doing a podcast, like
He did
smoking a
call her
cigarette.
daddy.
No, that's not cute.
Girl, you
No.
are not cool enough for that. I'm
No.
so sorry.
But yeah, don't know how we got here, but
Never do.
yeah, that's my favorite part though. I love
It
it.
feels like we get in a car, we just close our eyes and we open it and we're like, oh, well,
We're here. Talking about Cole Sprouse.
Yeah.
And personally, it feels like I get on a train and then I hop to another and I transfer and I transfer and I
Yep.
transfer and I never know where it's going.
Exactly.
And then you're like, how would I end up in Idaho?
Exactly.
But I have a drink in my hand and I'm having a good time.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
well, I want to hear what you guys have been up to. How have the past couple weeks been?
Chill. Honestly, I've had a really, really chill few weeks just trying to like get into the swing of things. I think when we came back and filmed all that stuff, when we had Malibu and did all of that, like that was a lot. And I was like, okay, I need to come back and like be a human being. So now I'm back.
You've gone into hibernation?
I did. I feel like I did kind of go into hibernation because I was like feeling overwhelmed about stuff, but I'm feeling good, feeling better. We're moving into spring. It's official. It's already spring.
Mm-hmm.
My birthday's coming, so that's cute.
Oh my gosh. I know you
Yeah.
have been talking about like, so what am I going to do for my
What am I
birthday?
gonna do for
So,
my
that's what you've been up to, trying to
birthday?
plan
Yeah.
your birthday.
Yeah, I've been trying to plan my birthday. I still don't really know what I want to do, but it's been chill. I really don't have any updates, which is tragic. However, when this episode comes out, Riayn and I will be together for 6 months. So,
Wow. That's a cute little
yeah.
update.
Yeah.
6 months.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute. Congratulations when you get
Thanks.
there.
Thanks. I know we're not even there yet. We never make it. I'm like, ah, damn.
I'm just so happy for you. You just
Thanks.
seem so happy in this relationship. And every time I see your guys' cute little couples pics, I'm like, oh my gosh.
I know.
Ryan's like in love.
I know.
Oh my
I
god.
know. I've gotten much better at being like, yeah, like it's okay to like say that and feel that and not be like, yeah, no. Cause that would be like my initial reaction, right? Paloma would be like, oh my God, Brian. I'm like, ew.
Yeah.
What? Why is that? What did you say the other day? You were like, oh, you're like such a sweet girlfriend. And I was like, ew.
Oh yeah.
Like immediately, like that's what I said.
I looked at her because she did something and I was like, oh, you're such a sweet girlfriend. And she went, ew.
And then I was like,
that's good, girl.
that should not have been my initial reaction. I apologize. Sorry to you. Sorry to me. But yeah, it's been good. It's been fun, and I'm really happy. So it's good, and that's on healthy relationships.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so
I'm
happy
new
for
here.
you.
What do you think, if I may ask, has been like the best thing that has kept it going so well?
Communication.
And I love
That's
communication.
like, I feel like everyone's like, yeah, that's like, duh, we all know that, but it's so easy to just not. It's it's way easier to assume. It's way easier to just like try to like avoid conversations altogether when like just because you're having a conversation doesn't mean that it's like an argument or something bad. Like conversations need to happen. And I think we've been really, really diligent in doing that from the beginning when we were just friends. So now it's like moved into the relationship where it's like a little bit more important and crucial. And I think that's been like the key.
That's so beautiful and so wonderful. And it's really cool to see your friends who aren't like that become
Right.
like that. Because you're like, something's different.
Yeah.
Something's different here that is bringing that out of you. And it's really beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Thanks.
The
Thanks,
baby's in
guys.
love.
Yeah.
We love to celebrate love around here.
Yeah,
Whoop, whoop.
we love. That's me, but that's it. That's all I got. That's all she wrote.
How's the channel doing?
Channel's doing good.
You
Channel's
have
doing
been
great.
on your game
Thank
with the
you
vlogs.
so much. Channel is doing good. I've been having a lot of fun. I've been experimenting with some things, so I think my content might change up a little bit, but I'm just trying to,
Oh, wait, I want to
little
hear
feelers.
about that.
I think I might try to do a little bit more. I still want to do vlogs, but I want to do more like dedicated focus videos and do up my editing game a little bit and kind of do both. So we'll see. It's obviously it's a learning curve and it takes so much time, but I've been enjoying it. I've been having a lot of fun just like playing.
A little update that includes both Riayn and I. We are currently, I know
yeah.
this is actually some tea.
Yeah, this is some tea actually. This is actually tea.
This is actually tea.
Damn.
It's actually tea.
Yeah, it's actually tea.
Riayn and I are currently looking for homes because our lease is up, but we are currently also exploring options of potentially not living together anymore.
I know it's sad.
Look at you.
I know.
I can't even look at her.
No, I know. We haven't even like really acknowledged it at all.
I know. That's the big elephant in the room.
Yeah, we haven't. We like haha kind of talked about it, texted a little bit about it, and we kind of came to like that conclusion that like we should probably figure out something. But we haven't really sat here and talked about it, so
That's so
I'm a little bit emotional
hard.
about it. Right, actually, right now.
Oh, you're not. Stop it.
No, I'm like for real.
give me your hand. You're so dumb. I love you so much.
We haven't talked about it or even like been haha. Like it's always been haha. Like I feel like it's been for real.
It still is
like
haha.
right now.
It still is. See, as you can tell, we are still figuring out.
Yeah.
I love you so much,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
sweet
yeah,
little
right,
thing.
right.
The lease is up, so we have to figure out what comes of that, you know. And we have always thought we were going to live together forever in the same house. I mean, that's what I was assuming.
Yeah, that was a goal.
That actually is still the plan. I'm still thinking we're going to regroup. But she loves the city and she needs to stay in the city, and I am needing some more space. I need a backyard. I need somewhere where I like can park my car. We are like, okay, we love you, LA, but it's just
bad.
It's too small for everything we want to do, and so we're just starting to look at homes a little bit on the outsides of LA, still close enough to where I can go to audition and stuff. Just looking at all different houses and just the future. So
Yeah.
some stuff.
And you want to stay like in the heart of LA.
Yeah.
In the city. And I see
Yeah.
that for you. Like if you're
Yeah.
not in New York,
I'm
I
a
feel
city
like
girl.
you've got to.
City girl. And here's the thing, and tragedies, what I'm gonna say. But I got a man now, and he lives in the city. What do I look like going outside the city if my man is in the city?
And you want to be.
I want to be in the city. Yeah.
Now you just got to convince Paloma to be.
Try.
No, but it is so true. You
Yeah.
know, like as you know, you grow up and you figure out, you know, what you need in your living space, because that is so important. Like as much as you guys love living together, if, you know, being in, because it is living in a city like that is a lot.
Yeah.
And if that's not working for you, like as much as you guys love living together, at some point something's got to give, and that's so hard.
And that's why I don't want to be like, oh, because no leases have been signed, nothing has been.
Nothing has been done. It's just like
We can
we're
see.
being just realistic about the whole situation. Like we want this to work, but like it really might not. So we need to be like exploring other options and doing stuff. So
And it's stupid exploring other options. 'Cause
I
I want to
know.
be with Riayn.
Yeah.
Girl
I
Riayn
know.
forever.
I know.
Is it like emotional that it's even on the table?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Like just the idea that
Because that wasn't part of the plan. We knew that we were going to move from this place, and we knew that like, oh, we're going to like find a place and we're going to do a thing just like we did moving into this place that we're at now. And so when it finally like was like, oh, it's looking like we need to like at least entertain like this other option, is like we were like, oh, that's real. Anyways, we avoided it for a long time. We didn't talk about it for
we were like,
way
it's
longer.
It's something you don't want to even have to think about.
We don't want
Yeah.
this. Well, that's actually
Yeah.
the case. The actual matter is we don't
We
want to
don't.
move
apart, yeah.
apart, but it's like now it's like have to, because
yeah.
LA prices, LA space, LA
Yeah.
everything, and just
And we're at points now in our life where like we want to start like not settling down, but like living life and being like, I don't have to move in a year.
putting down some roots.
Yes. And now we're both at that point, and that's why it's so important that we do end up living where we actually want to live, because then either one of us, if she's like moves to the city or I move outside the city, will just be like mad that we don't, you know, resent each other. And that's not at all even what needs to happen at all.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And like trying to like be like, oh, what if we bend a little here? What about this? And it's just like the bending is starting to be too much bending.
When we really don't have to bend.
Yeah, because you guys are still going to see each other all the time.
Exactly. That's the thing
it
too.
is different.
It is.
And
It is different.
it's like totally valid to be upset about that. I mean, you guys have been like, I mean, not to add to the conspiracy, but essentially life partners
Yes, not
for
the conspiracy.
years now.
To the Discord.
No, right. Yeah.
You guys are best friends, but you've also been living life together. And those are kind of two separate things.
Yeah.
Like you can have a roommate who you do life really well with together, and you guys grocery shop together, and you live together, and you watch shows together, but maybe you're not like best friends. And then you could have best friends where you don't do that, but you guys have been both.
Yeah.
And now it's figuring out that, yes, you're going to lose this part of the roommate, of the life partner, but you're going to keep the best friendship.
Right.
And that's not going anywhere.
Right.
And it might feel scary separating.
Right.
I know.
Mommy and Daddy still love each other.
Yeah.
We're just separating. Right? But know that friendship is so solid.
Yeah.
And that's not going anywhere. And if anything, it'll change and develop in new ways.
Mhm.
Yeah. What is that? That when you said mommy and daddy are still love each other, it kind of reminds me of what Boy Riayn says about do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so when we were telling Riayn, we're like, we need to find a place that's like a little bit outside the city, so like more residential. And she's like, and he's like, it feels like I'm bringing my teenage daughter. And she's like, no, Mom and Dad, I don't want to go. You can't make me leave the city. Like, I want to party. And we're like,
friends are here.
all my
stuff's
friends are here.
Yeah.
And we're like, honey, it's time to go find a bigger space. And I don't want to. That's what it feels.
That's what it
Our
gives.
sweet child, but
Yes.
I know. What did your mom say? That freaking
God, my mom. I was telling my mom, just, casually catching up. I was like, yeah, I don't know. Like, P and I might have to move, blah, 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 whatever. She was like, it's an end of an era. I was like, why would you say that? Why would you say that to me?
why would she say
Why
those
would you say that to me? Because you're right. And I didn't want to acknowledge it. Like, how dare you? Yeah, I'm sick.
So we're unpackaging it here on the couch with you guys.
For like truly like the first time. I hadn't cried about it. Well, I did. I teared about it. But like just now, like that was like,
It's real.
oh yeah, that was pent up.
Aw.
I've been avoiding.
Yeah, I've been crying about it.
Well, that's to be expected. That's to be expected.
Super expected.
Yeah. But
So we will update you when we have an update.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's that.
That's
and
me.
on a lighter note, what's new with me? I got to spend some time with my family, which is always no tears, PG, happy time.
Yeah.
It's not PG because we ended up seeing a movie that's definitely not PG. Scream is the movie we went to go see. I went to a Cinépolis, which was so nice. When you go to the Cinépolis, you can get food and drink. So I got
and
my
the big seats, right?
Oh,
With the footrest that pops up.
with the Sierra button.
Someone commented on my reel going to Nashville and was like, so you hit that recline button real quick, right? I'm like, you watched the podcast. And I did.
And I did. And now I think every time like I want to go on a plane, it's like, "Poo-doo." I'm just going to think of Sierra like, like just the sound of it all. So we went to that Cinépolis and got some food. I got fried pickles, which were so good dipped in ranch. That was awesome. And as always, what are we on right now? The Espresso Martini. So I was like getting an Espresso Martini and I was like, dang, this is scary. But like, I think I was getting a little crazy with this. So I was like, ooh, not as scared. So it was like,
Maybe that's the key. Maybe just get a little lit and watch scary movie. I don't do scary movies, but maybe I just gotta drink a little bit.
I don't either.
I don't either.
I get too scared.
Me
and
too.
then I have nightmares.
Yeah, me too. That's why I don't do that.
Yeah, and I used to like as a teenager try to pretend, like,
You're
it's
right.
so fun. I love scary movies. And once I
Go
hit
home,
like
you're like,
19 or 20, I was like, actually, I'm experiencing a lot of distress after this.
Yeah.
Especially like the going to the bathroom thing. I think that is like something like after a scary movie and I get home and it's time to go to bed and all the lights are off, I don't want to go pee. Like there's someone in that bathtub. I know
They're
it.
waiting for me. Or like when I'm gonna turn the light on and they're gonna be right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
In the shower. I know.
Yeah,
like
no, yep.
catch me like opening the shower curtain like, okay, nothing, cool.
Or being like, you know what I mean? Like making a bunch of noise so that like whoever's in here can go or know that I'm in there. Yeah. Yeah.
Or laying flat in your bed so the bad guy can't see you.
The bed's made.
Did you ever do that as a kid?
Worse, I put pillows next to me and like I put like my little stuffed animal like head at the top so it looks like there's like a man in the bed with me. So if you want to come fuck with me, you're gonna fuck with this guy. You know what I'm saying?
Who's actually a stuffed animal.
Who's actually just Stitch.
I was gonna say it's Stitch.
It's Stitch and all my pillows.
And with me, I would lay flat. Super. I would like make the bed super duper. I was like, so if a bad guy comes in, they won't even know I'm in here.
Right, can't see your like imprint of his body in the bed. No, yeah.
9-year-old me. That'll get him.
That'll get him. I cracked the code.
Anyways. So yeah, I think that's honestly my only update, that I went to the Sinopolis and hung out with my family and saw a good movie.
Were you scared after?
No, I
Good.
was not. And I
Do you think it's because you were lit a little?
not gonna lie, I think it was the espresso martini, because I am I was actually like forced by my brother. Scream is my scariest bad guy. All my
Yes.
all,
Oh, that's
all
right.
my
We
dreams,
talked about that. Yeah.
all my bad dreams.
Yeah.
Scream's there. So why would I go see the Scream movie? My brother's like, please, Paloma, please. I was like,
Right.
okay, for you. We're at that age where I'm like, I just will do anything with my brother. I just want him to hang
Aw.
out. He's like 23 and I'm the older one. But anyways, side tangent. Just want to bond. You know when you want the younger
Yeah,
siblings
yeah.
to just like you. I have
Yes.
a mic, but I'm holding it. Okay, bitch. So stupid.
I'm dead.
Well, anyways, welcome back.
All to say, I think that the espresso martini worked.
Period. Say less.
Every time I've had an espresso martini since Malibu, I'm like thinking of you guys.
I
good.
feel
I'm
the
thinking of you
same
guys
way.
too.
I feel the same way.
So I feel like it's fun that we all tried it for the first time together, because now that's
It's like our
our drink.
thing.
Yeah,
It's our thing.
I do like that.
I do. I will say though, I like haven't ordered one at a bar because I'm like, I don't want to be that girl. You know, like, I don't want to be like, can I get an espresso martini? Like, I just like won't do it, and I want it, but I
Let's
don't.
dissect. Why don't you want to be that girl?
Because I don't like being like other girls. We already know this about me.
Oh, it's because it's too basic.
Because it is.
Mm.
Corny stuff. She does not like
Yeah,
that. Like,
yeah.
Now, what if you found a way to modify it that doesn't really even modify it, but makes you sound cool? You know, when someone's like, "I'll take a martini, extra dry, 3 olives." Like, it sounds cooler than
Okay,
just being like
tea.
a martini. So could you be like, "I'll have an espresso martini, no this, extra this, 3 beans."
I was just gonna say, yeah, and fresh beans.
Fresh beans. Perhaps.
But like in a way that doesn't actually make it difficult to make for the
Right, it's
bartender. Like
just
that
me-
just sounds
sounds like
cooler.
something.
Yeah.
Espresso martini with some froth and like, you know how they put like that little,
Right.
like,
yeah, with
that's-
the shavings
yeah,
or whatever.
Figure out what that's called.
Okay. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe
You know,
I'll do
like
that.
in Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, when London Tipton's like, "I'll take a biscotti, shave the chocolate off." Like that sounds cool.
Right.
I think that's where my brain was like, if you could just.
Just shave off the little. Yeah. But you know what though? I've seen the comments and they're like, Riayn, you can just like stuff.
Yep. That.
Also, like, what's more
Eh.
basic than not wanting to be like other girls?
I know
Oh, that's
know.
the most basic.
Ooh,
I'm
dang.
sorry.
You're so right. No, because
No.
other girls don't care that they're like other girls.
Yeah.
Because they're like, who cares?
Yeah.
Do you guys remember that song from Mulan? Or the second one?
Reflections?
No, it was the one
Oh.
like, I want to be like other girls. And it was them all like celebrating each other. It's really cute. Look it up.
Oh my God, no.
No. But apparently it's a bop because Jaden's in the background singing it.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh.
Okay.
It's literally me and my sister's favorite from Mulan. I think it's in Mulan too.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
maybe
now
that's a
we
bop.
need to get it played at the wedding.
Oh my god.
That is interesting though.
Well, I think I honestly, not to get deep, I just think that, bitch, I think it, honestly, I've never thought about it until right in the second. I grew up with all boy cousins and they were like, we've talked about this. They would like pick on me for like doing like regular girl shit.
Yeah.
And so then I think I just developed like a like, oh, well, I'm not, no, like not, like I play with
Because
like
to
trucks
be
and
like
shit. Like,
other girls is bad because
Yeah.
girls are bad.
yeah, yeah. So I think I still kind of have that mentality a little bit. Yeah.
I
And
say
yeah.
order the espresso martini, no modifications, and then take a selfie with it right in front of the bar just to clinch it
Well,
of being
I don't
so
know.
basic.
I don't know about that one, but I do need to order it because I really want one, and I just simply haven't had one since Malibu.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
that same feeling you have about the martini, I think is how I feel when I show up to Starbucks for the first pumpkin spice latte of the season. I like hate. No, don't roll your eyes. I want to be seen. I'm just kidding. You know, like there's nothing like showing up to Starbucks and saying, "Can I have
Right.
a pumpkin spice latte?" Like that. Like
I don't know what that feels like.
it's cringy, okay? Because I love it, but like to show up
Right.
and be like, "Hi, I'd like a PSL." You're like, "Oh, bitch."
You're like, another
you're just
one.
like guilt. You're so guilty. But in the end, I'm like, so they say basic bitch, and I'm like, yep. Now I'm gonna be lumped in with the rest of them, and they wouldn't remember me.
Facts.
You know, like they're
That's facts. No, that's tea.
they're like, true, yeah, just like the seventh girl. Actually, I think they won't even think of it anymore. They'll just be like,
They're
okay,
just
cool.
like, okay, yeah, that's
Yep.
yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, obviously, like that's what experiences are for people. We just like make up so much shit in our head, and like
Stories.
no one even cares. No one's even thinking about you.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Hadestown, the thing in between your ears.
oh yeah, exactly.
Causing all the drama.
The pumpkin spice latte that you really have to fight is not the one you're drinking. It's the one behind your eyes.
And Riayn in the background, like, you stupid bitch, getting that. I can't believe it. You're so basic.
I'm like, ew.
There she goes again.
Yeah. Maybe that's actually what I'm afraid of. It's people like me.
It all comes back. The dog you've really got to fight, it's your own.
It's me.
It's
The dog you have to fight is me.
Wait,
You're the final boss in like
Yeah.
a video game. It's like
Yep.
you're fighting all of these like super villains, and then at the end it's just Riayn. Like, that's a stupid coffee drink. It's stupid.
Since we're talking about basic, I want to ask the viewers if you could comment your basic guilty pleasure.
Well, speaking of basic, just turn it right over to you. You went to some concert that
Oh
everybody's
my-
going to.
Okay. Is it basic or is it just the best thing that's ever existed? And so, of course, everyone is going to acknowledge it. I think it's the latter.
I think it's the latter.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, tell us about that.
I love that we're I love that this is how we were going to start the episode, and now we're an hour in circling back to it. But I am so ready.
Take the floor.
It was genuinely one of the best nights of my life. Like, I've been a Taylor Swift fan since a couple months after her debut album came out. My cousin showed it to me. I was in 5th grade or 6th grade. I think 6th grade. And then Fearless came out when I was in 7th grade. So I was like buying the lead single, Love Story, the lead single on iTunes, and like, you know,
Simpler times.
Yep, all of those things. Right. I had the music video for You Belong With Me on my iPod.
Right.
There is not a milestone moment in my life that isn't marked with a Taylor Swift song.
Love that. That's cute.
And right, and it didn't even hit me how real that was until because it's the Eras tour, so she's playing through all of these different eras, and she came out with, you know, the sparkly dress and the guitar and that intro to the song Fearless with the unmistakable guitar progression, and I just lost it.
Oh,
I just started crying, and I was like, "There's something about the way this drink."
Oh yes, we saw. We all saw that.
Which you know what's so funny? So she comes out and she's singing that song, and I didn't even want to pick up my phone to record it because it was such like a real moment for me, and I didn't know, but Kenzie was filming me, and she sent it to me the next day, and I was like, "I'm actually so glad that you captured that because I didn't want to break that moment for me by pulling out my phone, but having the video of it, like, I'm so glad I do."
Yeah.
Because it really was just all of a sudden that rush of like, wow, me and this bitch, Taylor Swift, have really been through everything together for like 14 years.
Right.
She doesn't know. But I do.
Right. No, right.
And it just was really emotional. And she looked so happy up there. And someone, like, it's really beautiful, aside from being a Taylor Swift fan and, like, invested in her journey, it's really beautiful to see someone who clearly just lives for this getting to do what they love. You know, I've been to a handful of concerts, and some of them, you know, the artist seems like they're phoning it in a little bit. Sometimes the artist is, like, there and giving a good show, but I've never seen something like this where, I mean, she really, you could tell this is just what she's been waiting for since 2020.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
You guys went to the opening of like the tour, right?
Yes, which
God,
I've never done before.
dude.
So you saw Paramore.
We saw Paramore.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, every I could sit here and recount every detail, but
Right.
like it truly was just this amazing show,
Yeah.
amazing emotional experience, and really, I think, cool like cultural moment
Right.
to be a part of. Like
Right.
everyone was talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, you went with like so many cool people. Like you went to Scories
Yeah.
and Carrie was there. Your mom was there.
Yes.
Jaden was there.
Jaden was there.
Yeah.
And Kenzie.
Kenzie,
And it was really, really fun. And, you know, I did question myself a couple times, like, am I really going out to Arizona, like, for a concert? Like, that seems overkill, and the tickets were really expensive.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But we didn't have to get them secondhand, so it was like, yes, they're expensive, but they're not, like, markup expensive, you know, where people
Yeah.
are paying, like, thousands of dollars
Yeah.
Yeah.
for a ticket. We were able to get them during the Capital One sale.
Oh,
Um,
yes.
So that was great. But I did question myself a couple times, like, is this stupid?
Right.
And then the second I got there, I was like, this is the best day of my life.
Yeah.
Right.
It was so good, you guys. I loved it. And I wish you guys had been there, but
Oh, it looked like so much, like especially those outfits. Like
Oh, that's what I was actually
your
about to say.
mom with the
Girl,
red hat
stole the show.
She
I said,
stole the show with that
Mrs.
little red hat.
Laurie,
Mhm.
Period.
she was so cute in it. She was like feeling herself. She was like doing all her little poses. And then we get there, and most of the people were in like sparkly, like more Midnight's Bejeweled kind of outfits. And so my mom goes, my outfit is so unique. I haven't seen anyone else in a Red Taylor's version.
No,
look."
my outfit, I love that.
Lori.
My outfit is so unique.
I love that.
Period.
And
And,
I
it
was like-
was.
I was
It
like,
was.
I know, and it's comfortable. She's like, yeah, look at all my pockets. Like, I don't even have to bring in a clear bag.
I love that.
I love that. That was so cute. Everyone looked so great. Like your hair also.
Oh,
Now you're straightening your hair and putting color in it.
I know.
Was that a last minute or you were just like you knew it was happening?
I knew I was going to straighten my hair, and then I bought the color hairspray there in Arizona. But let me tell you, as good as, and I do think it looked good, the color hairspray,
Mm-hmm.
it was the bane of my existence. I came home, blue all over my neck. I looked like I was from the Blue Man Group. And we didn't
Yeah.
get home till like 1 a.m. And then I was like, I have to shower. I cannot sleep in this,
Yeah.
Airbnb bed
Right.
with blue. It's going to look like the Smurfs just had a little romp in the bed.
Oh, rendezvous.
Yes. And so it was, I felt so bad. I ran into one of my friends, like theater friends from San Diego there at the concert.
Oh, wow.
And so we're running up. I give her a big hug and she walks away and blue.
No.
Oh.
And I didn't even see it. And I think it was Carrie was like, I think you got a little blue on her. And I looked at her. I was like, oh my God, you got a
No.
little.
I'm screaming.
So yeah, it was a bit messy,
A bit
but
messy, but it was cute.
worth it.
It gave.
So you got that there in Arizona, like you were at like a little shop in Inspo, like
Yeah, we just went to Target.
oh, I love
And there's no rules. She's going to see Taylor Swift.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know if you had your heart set on like tying it blue, or if like something happened and you were like, maybe I should just dye it blue.
No, I actually though kind of do want to like put some color in my hair at some point in my life again.
Period.
I don't know. It's like it's not that serious, and I have
Yeah.
a job where I could like bleach my eyebrows and dye my hair yellow for like
Period.
and that wouldn't. Maybe it would affect my job a little bit, but right, it's not like against the rules.
right,
So,
right.
know.
Do it. And if you don't like it, dye back.
Well, we've talked a little bit about this of doing a main channel video where we like let the viewers choose our hair color or like spin a wheel or something.
We have spoken about that.
So I'm like, I don't know.
Easy.
It's easy for you.
I'll do
'cause then you can
anything.
just shave it off.
Yep. Yep, and will.
But I don't know. Maybe I'd do that or like just like the tips or the under part, like in what was that, like 2010?
Totally. Oh yeah. They do the split now. That's
Uh-huh.
like kind of cute. I feel like you have to be like a certain kind of person to pull it off, but they do like half black, half like blonde.
Yeah.
It looks really cool.
Yeah.
And then they do the eyebrows the same. I'm like, these are some cool people.
Maddie Ziegler just bleached her eyebrows.
Maddie
So
Ziegler
Yes,
did
and
just
it's
bleach her
in.
eyebrows. Yeah, it is in. The Kardashians did it.
Oh.
Kim did it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And the other one. Kylie.
Other one.
Kylie.
It was an amazing
I do have a
experience.
question.
Yes.
I saw on the TikTok that there was a cool part that Taylor Swift jumped into.
Oh, a pool.
yes! Talk about that,
Okay,
please.
so she's standing on the stage, like she just finished singing a song. She kind of stands up slowly. She like looks out at the audience, walks around slowly, and then stops, and then just like swan dives into the stage, and it opens up. So it must have been like a slide or something. But then what was really cool is there's this projection onto the stage of like a blob of like the color of Taylor's dress swimming on the stage. So she posted on TikTok like that there was this sled that like can transport her from one side to the other. So we're assuming that she was on that sled and then
Right.
it pushed her, but it was like this projection as if she was swimming.
Mhm.
Oh my! We were all just like,
What's going on?
the little girl behind us. There's a little girl behind us with her mom who's like maybe 10, and she goes, "Did she just die?"
Imagine.
Yep, that's
yep,
it.
that's it.
Rest
Everyone
in
go home.
peace.
Rest
Y'all
Taylor.
got
She
front
went out
row.
the way she wanted to go.
Yeah, into the stage.
Into the stage.
Wow.
That's
so cool.
I'm glad you brought that up because I did see that. I just
looked
saw that
really
yesterday.
cool. I
Yeah,
mean,
it looked
the-
super cool.
I was
Yeah.
like, wow.
The production value of the whole thing, I was like, damn.
But that's something
this is
Taylor
crazy.
always
Yes.
does.
Yeah, yeah,
She
yeah.
always puts on a show.
Mhm.
That's-
Oh my
if
God.
anything, she's an like absolute
She- yeah,
entertainer.
yeah, yeah.
Like,
She
for sure.
and she's such a theater kid. You
Mhm.
can tell.
Mm.
Like just I'm like, you're one of us.
You're one of us.
What song did she close out with?
Karma,
Cute.
which was really cute. Karma is my boyfriend. Karma in me. He need me. It was so good.
What album is that on?
Midnights?
Midnight. That's not the newest one.
That is the newest one.
That is the newest
Yeah,
one.
it is the newest one.
Period.
So you've
I know.
seen Taylor Swift before in concert, right?
I did. I saw Taylor Swift. That was my first concert I ever saw. I want to say
that's special.
13. Yeah.
Didn't you hear throughout the eras Taylor Swift has been through with this bitch for 14 years?
No, yes.
Yeah, but so my friend got tickets like for her birthday or Christmas or something, and she got to bring a friend, and so she brought me, and it was like
fun.
I remember like us like sobbing.
Right.
Of course.
So then with her playing Fearless and Speak Now, because that was the Speak Now tour. So at that point she had released 3 albums. It was Debut, Fearless, and Speak Now. So she played a lot of the songs from Fearless and Debut, and then like every song from Speak Now. So when in this concert Taylor went back to those songs, I was like, oh my
You're
God.
like, I'm 13. I'm 13 years old right now.
Yeah.
Hearing that, I think would have like transported me. I'm not a big Taylor Swift fan, but those early ones that like got me down, like Teardrops on My Guitar.
Yeah, all those ones.
Those I used to watch on YouTube on my big, huge computer, like in the computer room, just loop Teardrops on My Guitar.
Room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That girl has been around for a long time,
Yeah,
and I'm
she has.
so glad to see her so happy, and everyone's so happy from the concert. Love it.
Yeah. I was gonna say, when you were talking about being like transported, that's how I felt when I saw Justin Bieber.
Yes.
And I'd never seen him before. I never got to see him when I was like a kid or whatever. So I saw him for the first time last year, and I was like, oh, I'm like not well. I was like, oh, I'm sobbing. Crying.
But you have to chat about how you've like been obviously wanting to see Justin Bieber for
Yeah. It's cracked. It's just all this Justin Bieber drama is so funny to me right now. It's tragic for them, but that's not my life. But thinking about like how I was like, oh my God, like I love Justin Bieber back when I was 13. I don't really feel the same way now, but I felt all of those things being
Come
at
back,
the concert.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Just
what
like,
was the most emotional song that he for you that he performed?
well, it wasn't emotional, but I went the hardest when he sang Baby.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously. I went the hardest. I think that was the one that made me lose my voice.
Oh.
Couldn't help it. Simply had to. Go off. Like,
Yeah.
come on. I feel like if you're not even a Justin Bieber fan and Baby comes on, you're like, it's one of those. It's a
The
fist pumper.
whole arena was so
Going
loud
crazy.
and so happy
Yeah.
about that.
Kenzie was there.
Yeah.
I wasn't with her.
She was on
but
the
she
floor.
was on the floor.
That's
yeah.
right.
Kenzie is such a concert girly
She
right
really
now. She's
is.
just down for whatever.
She really is. We went to the Harry Styles. Me, Jess, and Kenzie went to the Harry
Yes.
Styles concert last year too. That was lit. That was good. And I'm not even a Harry Styles fan, but I was like, I might be. Truly.
He puts on a good show too, doesn't he?
He does. And his little outfits are so cute. Like he was giving.
Yeah.
We're going to a concert.
We are going to
We're
a
going to a
concert.
concert.
I forgot.
What concert are you guys
We
going to?
are going to see Sabrina Carpenter in concert at the Greek Theater, and I'm dragging Ryan with me. I'm like,
I don't know
please.
nothing about this girl, but I like going to concerts, so we're gonna go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard she's incredible live.
Yes,
Like
I
stage
have
presence
too.
wise.
Oh,
Yeah.
period.
I found Sabrina Carpenter on Disney Channel, and that's like where I've found her, and like the Olivia Rodrigo. So when I saw her tickets,
The
and
drama.
they were,
That's what I know. The Olivia Rodrigo drama with the
I
boyfriend.
remember
or
during
whatever.
pandemic, Ryan was like, "Oh, what's all this Olivia Rodrigo?" I was like, "Okay, let me give it to you." And by the way, we used to do theater with that one guy, the one that this whole
Joshua Bassett.
Joshua
Bassett,
Bassett. I mean, he's
yeah.
a San Diego theater
Yep.
guy, and
Yep.
I was like, we are so close connections with him. Like, we
Mhm.
do shows with people he does shows, like had done shows with, and I was like,
Right.
oh, we're so close. So then I fell into the hole, and then got the drama related to her, and now I'm obsessed with Olivia Rodrigo and Sabrina Carpenter.
Jaden and I actually used to do shows with all the Bassetts.
No way.
Yeah, he used to go by JoJo, so it was weird seeing him on Disney Channel be like, Joshua Bassett. We're like, we don't know Joshua.
We know
JoJo.
Wow, that's cool.
He's a sweet kid.
That's how small the world is.
I watched an interview of him recently, and he's really been through it. I think that
Really?
drama, like, really affected him.
Really?
Yeah, he's like, he seems like he's just been really crushed by that experience,
Aw.
and it's really sad because it's like, okay, I don't know the details of their relationship, but let's say he did something bad. I don't know. He cheated on her, or he, it seems like in her song she alludes to that he didn't cheat on her, but,
Like,
maybe he
left
was
her
like
for- yeah.
emotionally unavailable.
Right.
Right? Maybe he wasn't the best boyfriend. Usually when you're 19 or 20 and you're in a relationship and you're not the best boyfriend, maybe that person doesn't like you and talks crap about you to their friends and then it's done.
Yeah, it's like whatever, yeah.
Right. But to then have that experience on such like a global stage, it seems like he was really affected by it and fair.
Well, and that's something in Sabrina Carpenter's newest album, which is awesome, by the way. I think it's called Emails I Can't Send.
Yep, that's the one we see in Riayn.
One of the songs is literally just about how she was getting like, it's great, it's a bop. But it was about, she wasn't even that involved with it the way that it was spun up. And then she was like, I'm literally getting it's a semi truck of death threats.
She was, because she was receiving death threats from all the Olivia Rodrigo fans.
Well, and here's the thing, though. I don't think Olivia was in the wrong for the songs that she wrote.
Yeah.
You know, about her experiences.
Right.
I think the way that she acted, from what I've seen, was totally fine and justified. Same with Joshua Bassett. Same with Sabrina Carpenter. It was like the fans.
The fans. I mean, that seems to be always kind of the case. I mean, we see that with the Justin Bieber, Selena Gomez, Hailey Bieber stuff. It's like,
it's out of their hands now.
But
It's just fans.
they do egg it on.
And they
Like
egg it on. Like, Hailey Bieber, girl,
come on.
Yeah, she'd be doing the most.
The difference too is like those are like teenagers versus like
yes.
adults, and they got like the
30-year-olds.
Justin Britney like treatment. They like were redoing tropes from like 20 years ago we used to see in tabloids.
Yes.
Right.
Seeing just like, I mean, a breakup already is absolutely tragic. So having it on such a big platform, I can't even, and these kids being so young, like I'm like, oh my gosh.
Well, and I feel like he also, all three of them, but mostly I would say like Olivia Rodrigo and Joshua Bassett, like just started their like careers, and then for their careers to like take off, and then everyone's all of a sudden not talking about their show anymore and talking about all this drama or whatever is like.
And at the time, Sabrina was trying to do like music and all this. So she's like, you're literally ruining my name and like doing all this stuff. And who knows what happened? Same thing with the Selena, Hailey. We don't know. We can only speculate. And I feel like the internet sometimes.
I think they're doing too much. I talked about it in a video I just did. I was like, I think TikTok is doing way too much about all this Hailey Bieber, Selena Gomez stuff. Like, who even care? Who really actually cares? Tragic for Selena if she's getting bullied. Tragic for Hailey if she's getting bullied. How about we just not care and Justin release the album? That's where I'm at.
So we know where Riayn stands on this.
Give me the music.
Give me the music.
Yeah. I mean, TikTok is the internet in general, but I feel like TikTok right now is like in a frenzy with all of it.
I feel like it used to be that like Twitter was kind of like the cesspool of drama, and now it's become TikTok.
Yeah.
Which it's not even just like talking about the drama or what's going on. I think that's fine. It's like taking it to that next level.
People are doing like covers. Like
people are writing songs about the situation.
Writing like an eloquently produced song about what's happening.
About
or like
how Hailey Bieber's a fangirl.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny.
Okay. I was gonna say that shit kind of sent me. When Stalker Sarah was like, yeah, me and Hailey Bieber used to like.
Wait, who's Stalker Sarah?
Riayn, just go on. Just
okay.
start.
I just for 5 seconds, Stalker Sarah, like back in like the One Direction like Belieber type days, like she's like, I think she's like well off, and I think her parents just like, she can just like go to every concert. So she would go to like every concert, every meet and greet. So people started recognizing her. And so she just went by Stalker Sarah. And that was her whole shtick. She was like famous on the internet. Like everybody knew her, and it was like fine. But she was like, there are pictures of me and Hailey doing the thing that we do. And she's a fangirl. She's just a Baldwin, so she got to go everywhere and do everything.
Like just going to all the meet and greets and the concerts.
She's a fangirl.
And she talked about how like they had websites, Discords, chat, like
she would follow like and tweet Selena Gomez all the time. Yo, it's crazy. It's the craziest shit.
And that, I think honestly, all that bullying aside, I think that the joke is that Hailey Bieber pretends to not know who Justin Bieber was before that marriage.
She pretends like they
I was
met
gonna
as
ask,
as celebrities.
Does she acknowledge that and like own it?
She lies. She lies and says that, oh no, because there's clips of her being like, oh, before I wasn't really into, and then they pan to her front row of her crying and singing to his lyrics, and we're like, so then what was this?
There are literally videos of Justin like doing an interview, and you can see her in the background,
like out of a glass, like she was
like,
there.
and I feel like you gotta own it.
What did I say? I said, how did she really think
no one was gonna figure it out?
No one was gonna know. You literally married Justin Bieber.
You are Hailey
Bieber.
There's
and you don't
video.
think that all these crazy Belieber people aren't gonna be like
remembering you being the host of the PTA meeting? Like
I've seen her. I know you.
Exactly.
And also, who knew her prior?
Right.
Not I.
Right. Dope.
Hate to say it.
I feel
Barely.
like in those situations, you have to own it. Like recently, Taylor Lautner not to bring it back to Taylor Swift.
No, period.
but
Let's send it.
Taylor Lautner and Taylor Swift dated.
Right.
Taylor Lautner is now married to
Right.
someone else.
Right.
Right.
They have a podcast together, him and his wife, and she openly talks about how much like of a fan she is of Taylor Swift, and like jokes like, "Oh, like you've got the connections, like you're gonna
Right.
get us
Yeah.
backstage because like
Right.
you and Taylor used to date, like ha ha ha, like
Yeah.
that's funny."
Yeah.
But had she not done that, and then it came out that she was like an absolute fangirl of his ex,
Yeah.
and then tried to hide it, people would be like,
yeah, that's weird.
"That's a little weird."
My questions are like, what does Justin have to say? Did he
know?
I don't know. I mean,
He has
well,
to
he's
have
gone on
known.
Ellen and been like, yeah, it was an arranged marriage. Haha.
He did say that.
I said,
And then everybody
It's
started
giving
talking
that.
about the visas and how he's from Canada.
yeah,
and I'm
yeah,
like,
you're marrying her for the visa,
stop.
like all this shit. It's crazy, and obviously none of us would know any of this
Yep.
if it wasn't for the internet. And I think that's why I'm like, Haley, you're delusional if you really, really, truly thought that like you were not, like no one was gonna know
Right.
who you were.
And wasn't it really quick between like Justin and Selena were together for a really long
3
time,
months.
and then
It was
3
3
months
It was 3 months.
2 months.
till he got
2 months
together,
till they got engaged
engaged
because they dated, but they like didn't. They were like not. They were like, oh, we're just friends. Like we're just friends.
Mm.
We're just friends.
Do you think he still loves Selena?
Absolutely, I do.
I
Do you think they'll ever get back
too.
together?
No.
no, it's that ship has sailed.
Selena doesn't want that.
Yeah.
And after all this, it just can't be.
I don't know, maybe like 30 years down the line.
Could you imagine though?
That- right?
That would be the comeback.
pretty-
Like that.
That would be pretty.
That
No,
would be kind of iconic.
I would feel so bad for Haley. Like I don't think she
Yeah.
could eat like mentally.
No.
I
No.
personally like
Even
even when
me
she's
thinking
going through
about her
right now.
I'm like, I know that like all this stuff is probably true about all these things, right? But like, that's still getting thrown in your face.
Yeah.
I hope she's off her phone. Like
I
I
hope so.
hope someone is like, just get off the
Just
app. Like
get
don't
off,
see
yeah.
this. Don't.
But also,
Because-
she needs to play nice because she doesn't play
yeah,
nice.
yeah. No.
She's a little mean on the internet. We're her little friends, the Jenners. Who also are
I
very
did just feel really bad for Selena.
Oh,
That
yeah.
because she didn't ask for any of it. She's just getting body shamed
Yeah.
out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Selena,
Why?
poor thing.
She's
She's like, I'm just trying to live, and they won't leave her alone.
But it's annoying because this is not like people, fans of hers, fans of Justin's. I don't know who Haley
Fans
fans.
of
I
Haley.
don't know if who those people are, but they're
Listen,
all
there are
like,
Haley fans. She taught us how to do our hair and how to do
oh,
our
oh,
makeup.
the clean girl, whatever, and the
Mhm.
brown, whatever. All of that, like the relationship that Justin and Selena had was from like literally years ago. Like
yeah.
they're all like trying to like live in this fantasy, like they love each other, and they were like 16. Like who cares?
Yeah.
Look, we're grown now. It's basically been 15
Well, and
years.
you're married.
Yes.
So why, like, that would be like me or Steven, like, bringing up one of each other's exes from our teenage years. Like, that'd just be weird. Why would you,
like,
why
did
would
you
you
see
do
the
that?
interview, the Hailey Bieber interview when she went on Call Her Daddy? Is
Mhm.
that what it's called?
Yeah,
Call Her
Call Her
Daddy.
Daddy?
Mhm.
Yeah. I watched it.
I did too.
I don't think she did herself any favors. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was like, you just talked about Selena Gomez for like 30 minutes and couldn't even say her name, dude. I was like, I'm embarrassed for you.
I think the thing that's creepy for me from the PR perspective is because the internet has existed, they can go through and they pull all these clips and the sequence in which they were filmed and released. And you can see, allegedly, Hailey Bieber is almost copying interviews word for word
Yeah.
from Selena.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not looking good, and the internet is everywhere. So if you think that there's a video of you out there not doing something, just assume
There
it's
is.
caught. It just
Yeah.
own up to everything, you guys. Oh my god,
Because
don't lie, please. There's video. I know.
It's just gotta be so embarrassing.
yeah,
It
like you can't
has to
retract.
be.
She can't retract the whole like I wasn't a fan thing. It's too late.
No,
it's
there
too
is
late.
literal proof.
Yeah, sorry, girl.
Sorry, girl.
And all to say, being on the internet and relationships on the internet sticky and
yeah, they can be
watching
sticky,
them play out online.
And listen,
is so sad.
if you're a fangirl, own up to it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm never gonna marry Justin Bieber, and honestly, not that whatever, haha. But this whole shenanigans, they're gonna dig up some tweets about when I was like, I love Justin Bieber, and I'm gonna be like, oh my god, I'm so embarrassed.
Yeah, you would have to go in being like,
I'd have to
Justin,
be like,
I've been
listen,
a fan. You would
yeah.
have to.
Simply.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just do that.
They pull up the footage of you, baby.
Literally, I'm like, I didn't even know who Justin Bieber was.
Justin? Is that like Justin Timberlake?
Like Justin Timberlake? I only listened to music from like the 90s and the 2000s, so like I didn't really know.
Stop, ladies.
he really liked me because I was really down to earth.
Yeah.
Because like I just had no idea.
And I just like
who he
treated him like a
was.
regular person, you know, and he doesn't really get that. So
Actually, I do have a funny story about Justin Bieber being treated like
Please.
a regular person.
please.
I have a friend who used to work at the Starbucks right off the Universal lot.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So all the time, celebrities would come in there, you know, big producers. And she said that it was constant that like a PA would rush in and be like, I need 45 coffees, you know, and all stressed out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was
yeah.
the vibe. So Justin walks in and he, you know, walks up to the front and he orders his drink. And, you know, they've been told by the staff, don't, you know, fangirl, don't, you know, you have to be very calm.
Right.
So she just goes, you know, okay, and what's the name for the coffee? And he
That's
goes, Justin. Like irritated, like you idiot.
Duh.
And she was like, okay, do you want to spell it for me? Or like, I don't remember if it was that or if it was like, okay, and is that like, you know, she wanted to humble him and bring him down. And she did.
Good.
Good for her.
Period. They would have had to fire me because they're like, be chill. I'm like, no, I'm jumping over the counter. Be chill. I quit. Justin!
As hell.
Well,
Literally.
what a fun freaking catch-up episode, you guys.
Good times, ladies.
Good times.
These are my favorite episodes, I can't lie.
Me too.
I love the
But she
catch-up
hates
ones.
improv.
Oh, yeah, this whole episode was improv.
I was just going off of you guys.
Improvisation. You are so. We're cutting it here.
I know.
Well, thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, rate us on Apple Podcasts, and we'll see you next time. Bye.